groovy.
When these dads meet world, watching Boy Meets World. We grew up on the show, now we have kids and host a podcast. We watch each episode and then share our thoughts and grades. When these dads meet world.
They want you to take the roles.
Welcome back to Dads Meet World, your weekly deep dive into the world of Boy Meets World. I am your every other week host, Dad Number One, Brett, joined by your second dad of the week, who I managed to introduce every time he takes a bite. How are you, Dad Number Two, Tyler?
I'm good. Real good.
Well, every week we like to take a deep dive into the world of Boy Meets World, as I said, and we take it episode by episode. And this week we're going to get into the world of Cory and Topanga getting their groove back. So, yeah. So, Tyler, have you ever had to find your groove? How's your groove this week?
Well, I like to think of groove like when you yourself are dancing to your own music, you know? Like in the Emperor's New Groove, there's someone that gets in the way of the Emperor's groove, and thus he has a problem.
His groove is off.
Yes. Beware the groove. So yeah, I've never like this episode bothers me in a way. Like we'll say spiritually, Brett. It spiritually bothers me, you know. We'll talk more about that later. But yeah, I am who I am. I've always been me.
I am who I am. Yeah, this episode's I have a feeling this episode's grade may deteriorate as we talk. So but yeah, I will say my groove has been on an upbeat swing this week because Scrubs is back.
I had wondered what your thoughts were going to be on the new Scrubs season.
I have been pleasantly surprised and very pleased with the return. I have a friend who I shared an Eagle GIF with because he's also a big fan of the show. He hadn't been able to watch it yet, and I was able to get his spirits buoyed that it had come back. And there's heart to it, there's fun to it, and it's like going back home again for me.
Yeah,
big fan of the original run. So good looking people. If you're Scrubs fans, it's a good successor.
Yeah. Well, I think it's interesting because it is like this is the 10th season.
Yes.
And really they're viewing it as the 9th season because they're ignoring what actually was the 9th season.
Season 9 was never supposed to be Scrubs. It was supposed to be its own thing. But ABC just wanted Scrubs, so they slapped Scrubs on it.
You could almost call this season 9.0 or 9.1.
Yeah, 9.1 would work.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, unfortunately, we're not a Scrubs podcast, or I could wax poetic about Scrubs all night long.
That's fair. I mean, here's the thing, Brett. I think the cultural zeitgeist of what it meant to watch Scrubs, I just missed it. Like I'd watch episodes occasionally and I'd find it funny, but I've never like really gone in deep and watched it. There were other medical drama shows that I was way more into, and other comedies I preferred more. So
you should give it a binge sometime.
Maybe, or maybe that's the next show we watch.
All right, so let's say we get to our groovy episode this week.
Sounds good. Let's get to the leather, Brett.
Oh yeah, all the leather. Well, good looking people, we're going to be looking at episode 18 of how Cory and Topanga got their groove back, how Corpanga got their groove back.
I like that.
After their friends don't invite them to go to this cool nightclub with them, Topanga feels like married life has mellowed them out, so they throw a party in their apartment on the same night as a popular guy on campus's party. Biggest party of the year. Meanwhile,
Mm.
after Eric hits his head, he gets psychic powers, which Jack tries to take advantage of. This episode was written by Barbie Feldman. This is her last of 6 episodes. She also wrote bangers such as Raging Corey, Eric Hollywood, and The Honeymooners.
Huh.
Directed by Lynn McCracken, it's her last of 3 episodes. Originally aired March 17th, 2000. We got a 2-week break after our last episode. Maybe that's why it feels so long.
It could be.
Currently enjoys an IMDb rating of 7.5, which is almost a half point lower than our last episode. 0.4 if you're keeping score at home. And the Nielsen's, our last episode, got a 9.02. This had a drop to 8.07. Lost almost a full million viewers after 2 weeks.
That's not a surprise.
Not at all, no. Oh, yeah. So we're going to open in the student center. Cory is getting some caffeine for his bride because they've got to get ready. They got to caffeinate because 60 Minutes is coming up. Or not 60 Minutes, 2020. Was it 60 Minutes or 2020? I think it was 2020 because 2020 is on ABC.
I think you said that
cross promote.
They fell asleep during 60 Minutes.
Yeah, they've got to promote 2020 because that's what bookends TGIF. So they got to stay up for 2020.
Yes,
but either way, they got to caffeinate because they've got to stay up for it. They don't fall asleep. And in walk Rachel, Sean, and Angela, all in black leather, getting ready for this club they're going to.
Yes, Sean and Angela and Rachel, all wearing clothes we've never seen them wear before, and we will never see them wear this style ever again. But they wear this style the whole episode.
Oh, yes.
And also, Brett, when did this core group ever be like, we go to clubs?
Yeah, we've seen one episode we saw them go to we saw the guys go to a knockoff Hooters. One episode we saw the girls go out dancing.
Yeah.
And that's really about the extent of it. We've never seen this group go out clubbing, especially Sean.
Yes. And you would think that the club would be the last place Sean would want to go to.
Yeah. I just don't see it.
The episode has to do a lot of episoding to get us where we want to go.
Yeah, there's some heavy lifting going on. But Eric and Jack are joining them, and they're in all black leather too.
Yes. Eric by far stands out the most because he should not be wearing what he's wearing. Okay, you know what this episode reminds me of the start of it? It reminds me of whenever in Big Bang Theory, when Howard and Raj are going to the goth club, and he comes in with the tattoo sleeves.
Yes.
We got some of the drugstore. I need more eyeliner.
They're going to get beat up at Walgreens.
Yeah, it's just so weird. Although, Brett, Eric or Sean makes a joke about how Eric and Jack are running late because Jack just couldn't get his hair right. It's probably what it is. Hi.
Yeah. Which is accurate.
Yeah. And then Eric tries to be a supportive friend, says, you know what, Jack? I think you're swell. If I were a girl, I'd go after you.
Yes, Eric is a very good friend, and he's building up Jack's confidence.
Yeah.
Right before they go out to the blue room, all leathered up and ready to get hot and sweaty and unable to get their leather off at the end of the night.
Yeah, well, How close is this episode to the episode where Ross wears leather? Is what I'd like to know.
It's gotta be close. I don't remember when that episode aired, but
No. Well, it's like there's this weird juxtaposition. Like, I don't know if it's because of the Matrix or what specifically, but it was like all of a sudden out of nowhere, like you got to get into
black
leather
leather is
and
cool.
yeah, going out to the club, like that's the thing to do right now. And I'm really glad that my generation, the millennials, for the most part, saw all that and went, that looks dumb.
Yeah. Well,
Gen
anyway,
X, I'm saying they're the worst.
yeah, you keep saying that.
I
They'll
will.
beat you up.
You, me, and the other millennials.
Anyway, there's this huge dichotomy between this huge divide. We've got the cool kids and the old fuddy-duddy married couple,
Hmm.
where Cory is old before his time and Topanga wants to be young and hip still. And the leather clad crew heads off to go and do their Blade nightclub thing. That's the other thing that it really that's the other thing that it's giving the vibe of is the first Blade movie.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Blade and The Matrix all came out, and that's what's inspiring this right now. Call it canon.
Yeah. Eric's a vampire.
Yeah, I was saying I think this would have been a good season to do one more spooky, kind of weird, off the wall, horror or horror-ish, Halloween episode.
It would have been. They had the right energy for it.
We really did. This this season, let's be honest for a moment. They had two goals: end the show, get Cory and Topanga married.
That was all they were trying to do. Everything else was just filler along the way.
Mm. Well, and you almost wonder, Brett. Just I know we're not talking about the episode yet, but this thought just came into my head. I wonder if initially showrunners thought we'll end the show with the wedding. Like that's how we're gonna send off, and people are gonna go on their merry ways is by wedding. And then they realized we can't do another will they break up, will they not break up, and long drawn out engagement season. So that's why they tried to end everything as quickly as possible.
Maybe. Maybe. I'd love to talk to writers and showrunners and see
That
what
would
their
be
thoughts
so
were.
fun. Writers, if you hear this, please. We want to know things.
Yes, please. Oh, yeah. But back to Corpanga.
Yes, back to
So they're
Corpanga, who are happy, Brett.
yes, they're a happy couple. They don't need to be at the blue room, but Topanga
No,
wants to be there. Cory is
Topanga feels
happy
she's
as a
missing
pig in
out.
mud. Topanga's just
Yeah,
missing out. They're watching their 2020. They enjoy each other's company, and Topanga convinces Cory that they need to be younger and more vibrant, that he's gotten set in his ways. She mentions that
yes.
they've become like his parents. Never mention my parents in bed. And so they're going to plan a party at their home for tomorrow night.
It's a quick turnaround.
That is a very quick turnaround, even for college kids.
Yeah,
I have hosted a big block party on campus. It is a lot of work. We took
yeah.
3 houses of us together. We did a big block party. But yeah, we had 3 houses. We had music. We had food. We had a bonfire. We had, I mean, we were across the street from our campus football stadium, which the houses are no longer there. But this took weeks of planning. So
Uh-huh.
one day turnaround for a party is, they're going to get
Well,
exactly what they plan for.
yeah, and there's a difference between like a dinner party and an actual like rager party too.
Yes. They're
Like I wish
thinking,
they would have just said,
yeah, they're expecting Rager.
sorry, go ahead. Yeah,
Hello.
I don't know. But also Cory and Topanga have never been the people to be like, yes, we're gonna go and we're gonna go get wild and crazy.
It's never been their personality. Even with Topanga, when the one time you could say it's been close to their personality is in season 3 when they broke up and they went to the party at the other school.
Yeah.
And Cory pretended to be Sean and Topanga pretended to be a French exchange student. That's
Yeah.
as
After they were
close as they
pressured by
got to
their
it.
friends to
Yes.
go and do something without each other.
Mm-hmm. That's as close as they got, and they were in middle school.
Yeah. Well, and it's also like their friends are making fun of them of like, oh no, you guys wouldn't like this, you and your married life now. And it's like, do you guys like this? Like,
Yeah, do you like this? And what is up with you guys looking down your noses at married life? You've never
right.
experienced it. And not only that, just a handful of episodes ago, Sean and Angela were wishing they had the married life.
Yes.
So this episode is all over the place.
It is. It's slightly to get to what we need to get to. The meat of the episode, our side characters of our ensemble have to be kind of jerks, and they have to be not themselves.
Yes. Character assassination.
Yeah, a little bit.
So we're gonna go back to the apartment, or the apartment for the first time. Eric sneezes off screen or hits his head off screen, and he starts sneezing the future. He sneezes
Mm-hmm.
that Jack's gonna pour milk in his cereal, which doesn't come true because Jax pours his cereal out.
That sneeze is pretty powerful.
Oh yes, that was a powerful sneeze. He sneezes a report on the news. He still uses a series of numbers that they decide are the lottery numbers.
Or Nana Boo Boo's measurements.
Nana Boo Boo
We
was hot,
we just met her.
but those could very literally be her measurements.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, but that is Eric. But Jack
Yeah.
decides that, and I think Eric puts it quite simply. Something amazing happens to me. You try to resist, and I drag you down anyway.
It's a great example of their friendship.
It is. And Jack just begrudgingly goes along with it. He admits, okay, you've got a power. Let's just roll with it. You gave me 3 of the 6 lottery numbers. Sneeze me the rest.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be our Eric and Jack story.
It's such a simple storyline, but there's some beauty in this episode, Brett, for their
It's just
friendship and
it's fun hijinks for them.
exactly. And I love when he realizes, oh my gosh, this is the lottery numbers. He is instantly thinking about it's an instant win. It's an instant, like his gambling addiction is flaring up instantly.
Mm-hmm. I much prefer this type of Eric Jack story to when Eric gave the money away to the monkey. It's simpler, more straightforward. Let's get them into trouble. Let's get them out of trouble. Let's let them learn something along the way.
Yeah, agreed.
And it's
Let
just
the two of them have fun together.
yes, it's a perfect B plot.
Yeah, it's the perfect type of plot that you can move away from the main plot and have enjoyment in that.
Yes. So we're going to move off of them. We're going to go back to the student center. Cory's running around handing out flyers because he's throwing a hoedown to get he and Topanga out of their rut.
Yes, he is. This flyer is ridiculous.
Oh, it's hand drawn. It's got things of like no parents allowed, 8 o'clock till question mark.
He's gonna go all night.
It is cringe to the max.
Yes, it's because Cory has never been cool.
No. If you were going to ask someone to throw a cool party, it would not be Cory.
Right.
So we can't expect a cool party from Cory.
Eric and Cory can. Sean and Cory can. Cory cannot. But that's not his strong suit. His strong suit is diligent planning away from everything to make it go. He needs someone like a Sean and an Eric to sell it.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And I take notes like a secretary. That's
Yeah,
Cory.
I'm a little concerned, Brett.
Yeah. But here we find...
What does his notebook look like?
Yeah, I'm curious about that notebook. But here's where we get friends looking down their nose at Cory and his party. They've already looked down their nose at him and his married life. Now they're looking down their nose at his attempt to be relevant.
Yes.
And we find out it's the same night as Jerry Dervin's party.
Yeah. You know, Jerry Dervin. We've heard legends about this guy.
Yeah, he throws the most legendary party on campus.
Yeah.
Because, we've heard about
Brett,
this before.
Brett, there's one thing I remember about college is that there's always one party you look forward to that one person throws.
Oh, yeah, totally. Granted, we didn't go to a party school.
But I mean, like, I feel like they could have just said, like, oh, yeah, they're throwing that Sigma freaking, whatever Greek row, Jerry Dervin's last party. It's going to be epic.
It's the same night as Greek Rose Rush party or whatever. I mean, granted, it's the wrong time of year for a rush party, but you could have gotten a Greek Rose something in there.
Right.
But
the annual we destroyed the Amish. We kicked the Amish out of here party. Something. Yeah. But yeah, one solo person's party never makes it a college thing. But
crazy
whatever.
Eddie.
Yeah. And also, I'll say, in my experience of driving Uber, most people who could go to bars and whatnot, they just go to bars. Mm-hmm. They're not going to a party on campus unless they can't, or unless there's like a very specific reason.
Well, this was also 26 years ago. Parties were a little more prevalent.
I'll give you that.
So I'll give them the party. I'll give them the campus party. Whether it's on campus or off campus, whatever. I'll give them that.
It just sounds like a line from John Tucker Must Die. That's all I'm saying.
It does. It is very much a Hollywood thing. But Cory's taking back his flyers because no one wants to be at his party, and he doesn't. He still expects people. Don't come to my party. Don't come to my party. He doesn't expect his friends to be there, but he still expects people to show up.
Yeah, who is he expecting to show up?
I don't know. He has like 4
He
friends.
has 5 other people besides his wife and his friend group.
Yeah, I don't know. Lionel?
And 2 more if you include Feeney and the Dean.
Maybe Feeney and the Dean will make an appearance.
Okay, Brett, hear me out for a second. What if we had Isla Bowler come back for one more episode? It's this episode. And Feeney and her show up to this party. And it's here that Cory and Topanga realize, oh my gosh, we can have so much fun just by being ourselves. and or they're disturbed because they are looking like the two of them. Either way, it could be fun.
It could be fun either way. I could go with that either way. That would have livened
Yeah.
us up.
What if? Also, we Brett, we want to see more of the Dean.
Yes, we need more. We need the Dean period. We are
Yes,
18 episodes in, and we've heard 2 references to the Dean all season.
as my wife, not
Yeah,
the Dean of students.
not in her role as a professional, just as Feeney's wife.
Yes.
But anyway, we skip away from all this to Jack and Eric.
Can we get to my favorite exchange in this episode?
Go for it.
He throws the pepper in his face, and
Sneeze.
she immediately goes, I don't know more pepper. I don't want the pepper. He goes, sneeze, jackass. It's not needed.
It's so over the top. I love it. Jack's full on villain.
Like, is that a scripted line, or did he just say it? The two of them there together.
I'd be willing to bet there's some improv going on there.
Yeah. I will say, anytime I've catch clips online of Will Friedle and Matthew Lawrence talking to each other, they still have that chemistry between the two of them. It's quite wonderful to see.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't mind them getting back together and doing another thing one more time.
That would be fun.
It would be fun.
Yes. But Eric sneezes someone in trouble, not the lottery numbers.
Yes.
He also sneezes that a woman's husband is cheating on her and he's going to rob the store.
Here's a bad man.
I'd like to stick around and see how that pans out.
We do need to mention, Brett, Eric is wearing a motorcycle helmet.
With his name on it.
Yes.
Yes. Got to protect the jewel.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous. But it brings you so much joy.
It does. It does. Eric walking around in a motorcycle helmet, banging off of things, it makes me laugh.
In the old YouTube clips where it would be like compilation of funny moments, this is one of those episodes where it would flash back and forth between a couple other things, and then this solid for a while.
Sneeze, jackass.
Oh, Brett. As we go back to Cory and Topanga's apartment, or as the show likes to call it, a dorm. Have you and Topanga, did you two look and act like this when you were first married?
Me and Topanga or me and Kelly?
Whoever. Topanga, Kelly, same person.
We probably were a lot like Cory and Topanga, just being very laid back and very much enjoying being married, not needing to reach out. But at the same
Brett,
time,
you know what I mean. Stuffy, thinking you're better than everyone else.
We
Bad taste in music.
We didn't take it that far. We didn't take it as far as them. But I was going to say, at the same time, our house was always open to teenagers for the first 10 years of our marriage. We almost always had teenagers around. So our house was always pretty loud and bustling.
Yeah, fair. Sounds miserable.
No, we enjoyed it.
I don't understand the how do you say it, Brett? How unaware Cory and Topanga are. Like,
They're very obtuse.
yeah, like Topanga just goes, oh yeah, like if we say, hey, we're having a party, Cory's taking the lead, people will just show up because people love us.
Yeah, we're going to make some quiche. We're going to play some clues, some 20 questions. People will come for that. No, they're
Yeah,
dressing up in leather and going to the blue room, apparently, and Jerry Dervin's.
yeah,
You think some quiche and Clue are going to compete with Jerry Dervin's party?
yeah. Then there's never not been a time, Brett, for me and Sarah, if we're planning something that we're not both talking to people.
Yeah. Now, maybe some of the other residents of the married dorm would come over for some Clue and some quiche,
Yeah,
but not the clientele that they're hoping to attract.
no, these plain looking Matrix loving
Blade looking
cosplayers.
Matrix loving cosplayers. There you go. But we get to 10 o'clock p.m. Sean, Angela, and Rachel show up, and Cory and Topanga are heartbroken because no one showed.
Yep, they're sad.
Yep. And then Cory decides to start a fight.
Yeah.
Blame it on Topanga. Your quiche
I mean,
is not your best. Because,
I
that's
will
why.
say I love the just explosion of the two of them just throwing light jabs at each other. Like
Yeah, the
this,
the bickering is fun.
yeah, this is probably the first time they've ever been like both frustrated, but they're not taking it out on each other. They're just stating the annoyance of it all.
Mr. Rogers, soccer mom.
Well, Brett, let's be honest. I think it's it all worked out pretty well for them.
I think in the end they were quite happy.
I would imagine since they
Their
tackle each
food
other good
fight turned
around.
out quite fancy for them.
Yeah,
I don't know, guacamole, chocolate syrup. Yeah,
yeah.
that's quite fancy and festive.
hmm Now, Brett, if we were watching a different show that wasn't on at at 8 p.m. and we didn't know these two individuals since they were preteens, um, there would be less clothing involved whenever their
Oh,
friends would open
this
the
would have
door.
gone full blown Nick cut.
Yeah, I almost wish that they would, when they come back, would just like open the door and shut the door immediately and be like a comment like,
Just
"Well, I'm
leave
never
it to
not
the
going to be able to see that
imagination.
picture." Right. Like, and then we're like, "Wow, do you think that's why they always, like,
Of
yes."
course. I think that's why they always go home at 8 p.m. Well, yeah.
Yeah. Um. Since we're already here talking about this, yeah, I wish that they would have handled this whole thing better. Um, as far as like setting up the joke and punchline and everything. And I mean, once the two of them tackle each other, we know that they're going to be just fine. They don't have to go and have a
Oh yeah.
conversation.
No. They're good. They're good.
Yep.
Yeah. But let's go look at Eric and Jack in the alley looking for someone who's in trouble. It's Eric because Jack goes full on villain, banging his head off the dumpster to get those last 3 lottery numbers.
Jack is a madman in this moment.
He wants those numbers. He'll get them at any cost.
Give me my numbers.
So Eric sneezes them out. Jack gets them, and a bum comes from behind the dumpster and tries to talk some sense into Jack and
Uh-huh.
talk some sense into him about how he's beating his friend senseless for some money and how greed is overtaking him. And we get this come to Jesus moment for Jack, and he seems to be seems to be, it seems to be getting to him, and then it's not.
Yep. Brett, he, he says, you're the one who's in trouble. I see you. And then the bum comes out of nowhere. That's right, Jack. We're all worried about you. Like the bum is talking as the audience.
Yes, it's our stand-in.
Yeah, and I did love it. He's like, am I really willing to hurt my friend just for some money? Yeah.
Yep, 4 million.
Yeah. Jack is predestined to become a bad guy.
Oh yes, he will be that captain of industry we saw.
Yeah. At least this version. The original version we met, I don't think so, but he's got to be a little more cartoony.
Yeah, yeah, they gotta take him down to one dimension.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
he's gonna
Brett,
take.
here's a question for you.
What's that?
If you're hosting a party, do you leave the party for $20?
Of course not. $20. Come on, even 2,000. That was chump change.
Yeah. I don't understand the point of this joke. Dervin's party's better. Shut up, Dervin.
Sean gave $50 to the girls as bridesmaids to buy them off for the dresses. Now, granted, he's not loaded, but
Yeah, where's Sean getting all this money at? He keeps bribing people.
yeah, at least he doesn't have to pay them because they didn't go to the party for 2 hours.
Yeah. Okay, again, at this point, though, Cory and Topanga have a conversation while they're kissing. This is the best party ever. These are great quiches. I love our boring life. Like, it's not needed.
We don't need that.
No.
We know that that they've made up, that they're enjoying their married life. That we don't need that kind of exposition.
No.
It's show,
the
not
butt,
tell.
Brett.
It's TV. It's visual entertainment. Show, don't tell.
It's the whole butt situation again. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the promised land. I showed him my butt. Just leave it as I've seen the promised land. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Stop telling us so much.
Yeah, this was, unfortunately, with all the bangers that she wrote, this was a weak note for Barbie to go out on.
Yeah. I mean, episoding a lot for us to get to the point of the episode, but they're still telling us too much and they're trying to add too many jokes in.
Yeah, it's just they're packing the suitcase while they're running, and the plane's taken off, and I'm forced to use multiple analogies to make their point for them because it's undercooked.
Yes. Well, I think the show works absolutely best with two plots when one plot is more serious, as in they're contemplating something, they don't know what to do with this, and they're struggling to figure out what to do. And the other one is just extremely hilarious. And my problem is that both of the scenarios are trying to be the funny one.
Yeah, they really are competing for the humor. And Jack and Eric's is funny.
Yeah.
Cory and Topanga's really isn't.
No.
And unfortunately, that's the A plot.
Yeah.
You can almost get away with an unfunny B plot because it's a smaller piece of the episode, but when it's the larger piece of the episode and it's supposed to be the funny portion, you can't really get away with that.
Yeah. Well, I almost wonder what this episode could have looked like if it went through the lens of Eric and Eric, Angela, and Rachel. Or I keep doing this. Sean, Angela, and Rachel as in they feel bad for them, and like we're not seeing the parts of Cory and Topanga, what they're up to, until they open the door and see them.
Yeah.
That would have been really interesting. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but it's Boy Meets World. We have to focus in on Cory. He can't be just a side character.
Yeah. We did that for one episode when he was sick, and that was it.
Yeah. But honestly, I wish the show would have done that more often just to give a different perspective.
Yeah. But he's the boy. He's got to meet the world.
Yeah.
Can't be an ensemble show.
No, and that's a problem.
Yeah. But Sean and Angela they decide they're going to go to a grocery store instead of going back
Yeah.
to Dervin's party.
Yeah. I don't know. It also gives you that fun lens of like, what is it that these guys are always doing together? Also, are they just leaving Rachel now? Rachel's not allowed to be with anyone?
Apparently, Rachel's going to go back to Dervin's party and hang out with Dervin.
Yeah. Rachel is the awkward seventh wheel.
Yeah, exactly. They just made nice with her, and she's left out. The cheese stands alone again.
Done nothing with her.
Yep, they just proved how much they need her, and they go without her.
Yeah. Well, you almost wonder why they didn't just allow Rachel to be written off the show after the seven the hard way. Like, made clear like she's ready to go back to Texas and she is done and doesn't want to continue. And I don't know. Don't know, Brett. There's way more questions than I have answers. And the show won't give it to us.
They won't. Got to keep her around.
But Brett, they will give us lottery numbers.
They will. We get the Lotto on TV. Jack's gonna split it with Eric. And they get the numbers, and none of them are right. So Jack tears it up, makes Eric eat it, and we find out, oh, that was the New York lottery. Here's the Pennsylvania numbers, which were right on what Eric sneezed. Oh, what you're going to do to me.
I get the joke. It's a funny joke. It makes sense.
I mean, we can't have Jack win the lottery.
No, we can't have Jack be a millionaire all on his own. He's got to make, hey, I'm Jack.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. But we get to the tag, and Corpanga are enjoying an expose on bad meat on 2020. And Cory tells her the best time I have is when I'm here with you. And we get to see them enjoying married life. See, this is the only exposition we need from them about enjoying married life together. This tells us what we need to know.
Yep. You kind of feel like there's two tags in this episode.
Yeah.
It's the tag they have to have and the tag they wanted to have.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that is our episode. Good looking people.
That it is.
So do we have any deep dives?
We do.
People. Am I the only one who read the summer reading list?
The Powerball that was drawn on March 18th, the day after this episode aired, had a cash value or had an estimated value of $19 million, Brett. $19 million.
That $4 million.
Which is not a lot. It is. But hey, cash value of 9.8 million is more than they had advertised for the Pennsylvania lottery.
Yeah, I'd still take 9 million.
I take 9 million, yeah. Winning numbers were 12, 30, 39, 43, and 46. To my knowledge, no one won it. Go figure. 2020 is an American televised magazine that has been, news magazine that has been broadcast on ABC since June 6, 1978, created by ABC News and Rooney Artledge. Yeah. Basically designed to be a competitor of CBS's 60 Minutes. So it's apparently run for 48 seasons, has over 500 episodes. So, I mean, it's not surprising that a young couple would watch 2020 or 60 Minutes because it feels like the mature thing to do.
It is.
Know what's going on in the world. The title of this episode comes from a romantic comedy drama called
How
How Stella Got Her Groove Back. Yep, adapted from a best-selling novel from 1996 with the same name. The movie stars Angela Bassett and Taye Diggs, Whoopi Goldberg, Regina King, as she goes off on vacation to try to figure out herself and figure out what she wants with her life, and she meets a man. She brings him back, and apparently he's not the man she thought he was going to be. So she has to figure out, what does she want with her life. So, if to get your groove back is to go out and have fun again, I'd say Cory and Topanga nailed it. They had fun.
They found their groove.
Yeah, I don't think they ever really lost it though. Personally,
no, they never lost it. Topanga thought they had.
Yeah. Well, Topanga always has this tendency to get a little jealous of what other people are doing and feel like she's missing out on that thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it really wouldn't surprise me if part of her studying time is spent looking at what's going on over at Yale and wondering what her life would be like if she went to Yale instead.
Yeah, she tends to play a lot of what if game.
Brett, the comic episode of Friends where Ross has the mishap with the leather pants is the one with all the resolutions, aired on January 7th, 1999.
1999, the year of Joey.
Mm-hmm. For the record, for those that don't know, Ross from the show Friends has wearing pants because his resolution is to do one new thing. He bought a leather pair of pants. He wears a leather pair of pants, and the pants get stuck. He tries. He leans on his friend Joey, and Joey gives him bad advice because he doesn't know what he's doing. And this, PhD ends up walking out of this young lady's bathroom without his pants on.
Because he can't get him back on because he sweat too much.
Yeah. But it really was like the 1990 into 2000s where it was like, leather is our thing.
Mm-hmm.
And those are our deep dives, Brett.
All right. Well, let's talk about what we learned.
You know anything about the Odyssey?
Huh?
Did I say you could talk?
I didn't teach her that.
My friend Mr. Matthews will lead the discussion.
Do I have to draw you a picture?
What did we learn from today's episode? Well, I'll go with don't look down upon your friends' lives. We had friends that were looking down upon married people's lives and looking down their nose at what their lives were like, especially having never lived their lives. Don't judge what other people live their lives for just because they're different from you. Mr. Feeney would shame you for that.
Yes.
And he would give you a very long lecture about that. So
Yes.
don't judge other people's lives based on how they live them.
Yeah.
There you go. What about you, Tyler? What's your lesson from today?
I think the simplest one is something you kind of mentioned, Brad, but you get the results based on the amount of time you put into it beforehand. Like every single time in the show, they go, "We're going to do a party tomorrow." It never goes well. You can't pull off a not bachelorette, a baby shower bachelorette party on a 1 or 2 day notice. You can't throw a 43-year-old birthday party on short notice. Like the amount of times this show, they're like, in 2 days, 1 day, tomorrow. You need time. You have to have time. Give yourself that time. But there's been plenty of times where it's like, hey, in a month, we should do something.
Mm-hmm.
And that feels like a stretch.
Indeed.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Brett, in like 4 months, we should get together.
April, May, June, July. That might work.
That's why it gave us enough time.
Because June would definitely be a no-go.
June's a bad month for us. But yeah, so give yourself time.
All right. So.
I'm right?
No, you're exactly right.
So am I done with my education? Can I go?
Tyler, how would you grade how Cory and Topanga got their groove back?
Pass.
Oh, we're doing this pass fail?
That's kind of what it feels like, yeah. Well, here's my problem. The A storyline, I don't know how to grade it. The B storyline is an A+. I might even go as far as say this might be my favorite Eric and Jack storyline. Like, this is a perfect little couple minutes little adventure they're on. It's amazing. It's wonderful. It's all quotable. That problem is the main storyline because it contains 5 of the people, but only really 2 of them are relevant. So I feel like, I don't know, right in the middle is where I kind of stand for the main storyline. So if I could have it's like C+ and A- merged together to form one grade, looking a B. Let's go with a B.
All right. I got a B. Whoops. There we go. All right. Well, for me, the B plot is solid. Kept me laughing, kept me entertained. The A plot is character assassination. You've got characters. I mean, you've got the main cast out of character. You've got them doing things they don't do. You've got a story being told that's got hoops you've got to jump through left and right to get to a point where for 30 seconds you've got some semblance of a message you want to tell that's valid, and you've got you've got telling not showing in a visual medium. This is a D+ for me.
Wow.
Yeah, this is not one that I go back to on a rewatch very often. Yeah, this grade, the more we talked about it, the further this grade slipped.
Huh. I actually raised my grade during our episode, so interesting.
And to be that B plot is what keeps it afloat. It really does. Well, I think I owe you a couple of dad jokes before we're done here. So,
I think you do.
why did the librarian get removed from the plane?
I don't know.
Because it was overbooked. Never fart in an Apple store. They do not have windows.
Very nice.
And one more. Just watched a guy fill his canoe with ice cream and root beer. Kind of strange, but whatever floats his boat.
Very nice. I prefer a Dr. Pepper or Coke flute.
Ah, yes. Well, good looking people, that's all we have time for this week. So until next time, we'll see ya. You can send us messages at dadsmeetworld across social media at Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter/X. You can find us on YouTube if you're not already watching us there at dadsmeetworld. And you can send us an email at dadsmeetworld@gmail.com. And you can send us, give us a review or a rating wherever you find your favorite podcast, because that helps us rise in the algorithm and really lets us share the dad love. So until next time, I'll see you, good looking.
Back to you, good looking.
Honey, woo! You know, how can I learn so much every week and still be so stupid? I married a moose. What? It's me manifesto. Oh, I am never gonna pee again.
This is good TV. Dads Meet World is a production of Headfirst Studios. Headfirst Studios. Tell your story.